it's Eric, San Fernando Valley Dude. Yes, I've been here for 60, almost 62 years in this hot and crazy San Fernando Valley out here in the Woodland Hills area. Just wanted to give you a quick update. It's been a while since I did a video. Been over a year actually, after I had my last video where I broke my wrist practically on camera. Give you a quick update on that, and then I also wanted to show you something that I did and fix something at my house, which maybe it will save you a little bit of headache. So here we go. First of all, you can see this is the nice scar I have from over a year ago. I have an actual plate in there still with about 10 screws, I think, and everything's functioning really well. I can actually turn my wrist over now almost all the way. Still a little swelling, but I can play my piano and guitar again and pretty much do everything I need to do. So I just wanted to show you that over a year's time that you can definitely heal from a pretty radical wrist injury. Had the bone sticking out over here on the other side. There's a little scar over there. I can't flip it over yet, but anyway, just wanted to give you that quick update, and then I want to show you something else here. So here we go. Okay, here's the situation I had at my house. I'm out here in Woodland Hills. Been out here for over 27 years in the same house. It's hotter than heck out here. It has been the last month or so. You see a big pile of dirt here. Well, I came out to my front lawn, which is not much of a lawn anymore, in the heat, trying to cut back on my watering and all that. But came out here and I saw a big puddle of water coming up from the ground. So I dug and I dug and I dug. You can see a hole that I have dug right here, pretty deep, to get to my water main line, because I knew that that's where it was coming from, which my water main shutoff is out there by my mailbox area. And so I followed it, saw the water was really coming up here, so I just dug and dug. A lot of dirt, as you see. And anyway, what I found was that I had this compression fitting that has been in here for over 27 years, because that's as long as I've been here and I never had a problem. And this old plastic compression fitting was leaking like crazy down there between the two pipes. So I figured I'd just put another compression fitting in like this, since that was what it had and that it would work. And I went and bought a couple, tried it, and it kept leaking and leaking because the pipe is so old, the galvanized pipe, that it's all pitted and everything, so it wasn't getting a good seal, and you can't really crank down too hard on these plastic compression fittings. So I contacted a couple plumbers, thinking, okay, I guess I'm going to have to replace this line, and which goes all the way up here to the front of my house under the driveway. So one plumbing company came out from Thousand Oaks area. I'm not going to give you the exact name, but they're in Thousand Oaks, California, and gave me two estimates. One estimate for actually cutting up, because they didn't want to go under the driveway, cutting up the driveway, going all the way up to the front here, replacing the pipe, digging a big trench, the whole thing, 2.5 days of work, and putting a whole new pipe in. Well, that was a $9,000 plus job on the estimate. And then their other idea was to come from the water main shut off up here in the street, go across my so-called grass area over here, and replace the whole fitting that comes into the house and put it right here in front of my garage, and then drill through the garage with and then go up the wall with a copper pipe all the way down to the corner, straight across over to where my water heater is, and just the whole deal. I mean, I just, you know, and cut up under here, cut up on the street over here on the sidewalk. Well, that estimate was over $10,000. I just about had a fit couldn't believe it. And especially these days, you know, money is hard to come by, and that's a lot of money to come up with to replace it. But when you're out of water, you get desperate, you got to do something. So I had another company come out. I'm gonna give you the card, their business card, at the end of this video, so you can contact them, because these guys are absolutely amazing. One fella came out and gave me their estimate and the hot tip of the day. Their first estimate, first of all, they said they could actually go under the driveway without cutting anything. They have a device, they call it the missile, I think he said it was called, that actually ramrods underneath through the dirt and don't have to cut up the driveway. And it can all be done in one day. They replace all the valves and stuff that are going to the front of my house, and put a whole new pipe in, leave this old pipe down here. And their estimate was just over $4,000, so half of what the other company was going to charge me. Plus they don't have to cut up my driveway, plus you don't have to go through the garage and make this big ordeal, with a crew of 10 people digging up and creating all sorts of havoc in my yard here. And I was just absolutely thrilled with that. But he also gave me the hot tip. He said, look, if you want to replace this, he said, contact this particular plumbing supply and get one of these fittings here, which I'm going to zoom in on if I can get it good. And they're called the Smith Blair, was one brand, and this is another brand that's very similar to that. And you can see that my water pressure is on right now. There's no leaks. The water that's in there is drying up, and this thing you just crimp down really hard, and it didn't matter with the pits and everything on the two pipes, because actually the pipe is split in half. There's like a 2-inch gap in there, and this thing worked amazing. And the fact that the second plumbing company gave me this hot tip as a temporary fix for now, when money's really tight, and I just am very ecstatic and appreciate that they told me to do it this way, and has saved me a ton of money right now. This particular unit here, or this piece, cost about 85 bucks, and that was it. Plus, the time to put it in and whatnot. You really had to crank it down, but I was able to do it myself, save myself $10,000, $9,000, and I'll tell you, when I do have to replace this pipe, I am going to be calling that other plumbing company, and for all of my plumbing needs, because there are still honest companies out there that will give you some good advice and not take advantage of you like the first company did, which again, I was very shocked at these prices, and the fact that they couldn't even do it and go under my driveway, just make a whole big, making work for themselves. So that was pretty horrible. But anyway, I just wanted to show you, get this type of, if you have this problem yourself with an old pipe, you can use this thing. It's not plastic, it's like a cast iron type of product, a coupling. Again, it was called a Smith Blair, but that's another brand that's very similar. This one, if you zoom in on it, you can probably see the brand on it. I can't see it from now, I don't have my glasses on, but anyway, you could find them online or at your, plumbing store. Don't go to Home Depot, because Home Depot, all they have are these type of plastic things, and they didn't ever had any of this type of deal. So that's the hot tip. Eric as a San Fernando Valley dude here, been here in the valley all these years. I appreciate the second plumbing company. Again, I'll show you their card at the end. And I'm a happy camper, just kind of waiting to see for a couple days if there is any drips, but by now there hasn't been. It's been over 24 hours. So I'm going to take this pile of dirt and shovel it back in, seal it back up, and everything should be good for a while. And if I do need to replace it, I know who I'm calling. So thanks again. I'll try to do more videos if I can. just been really busy with a lot of other things and a lot of stuff going on. And again, Eric, San Fernando Valley Dude, shutting off. Take care.